everybody, what is up? My name is Mackenzie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We are husband and wife, and we'd like to welcome you to TerreDice.
And we'd like to say congratulations because you have been accepted to the renowned West Point Academy. That's right, today we are talking about Academy, the West Point board game.
Now, this game is coming to Kickstarter and was actually created by 2 West Point grads and had the game licensed by the United States Military Academy. So you better believe they know their stuff. Now, if that sounds like a game you want to play, then just keep watching. Academy, the West Point board game, takes you through a 4-year academic career as a West Point student, where you will be ranked in 3 categories: physical, military, and academic. The game consists of 4 rounds, each representing a year spent in school. At the beginning of each round, competition cards will be drawn and placed to find out what you will be competing in this year. Cadets will take their turns placing their mini cadets into different competitions, or by visiting one of the 3 pillars to draw training cards. Once all the mini cadets have been placed, you move into the competition phase, where all the cadets placed at that location will simultaneously and secretly select up to 3 training cards in the pillar matching that competition. The cadets will then reveal the cards to the group, and the cadet with the highest value combined wins the competition. Each cadet will then take their respective rewards for either first, second, or third. Points are tracked by moving the star in the corresponding pillar you have just competed in. The round then continues till all the competitions have taken place. Once all 4 rounds have been completed, the cadet with the most points is crowned a valedictorian, top of their class, and wins the game. And that is the summary of Academy. Now, I'm just gonna say it. The theming in this game is military grade quality. These guys at Trophy Point Games certainly know their stuff. It really does feel like you were going through a West Point experience, and they put so much detail. And I think what really shines through in this game is the theming is top notch.
Yeah, and I'll say this, what you just saw was a prototype. So this was all made by hand. And they even made the box by hand. But even through all of that, so much of the theme just soaks through and you really, really feel the whole experience. Now, in my day job, my non-board gaming day job, I actually work with a West Point graduate. So I talked to him about the game and I was like, hey, I'm playing this game. It's fun, it's cool. And I talked about the different pieces of it. And he said, wow, yeah, that totally embodies the West Point experience. I showed him a couple of the cards and there was one about like cleaning duty. It shows a person with a broom and he's like, that is pretty much all I remember about West Point was cleaning. But yes, they compete over the 3 pillars. It was all very much the same. Also, the first player marker is called the section marcher, which is the person who like takes attendance and then like tells the teacher when the class is ready, which is like the total suck up, which would totally be the first player. Yeah. So it's very, very thematic, which we just love thematic choices that work well.
Yeah, and then it even goes into the rule book. So it has like the game is littered with theming, but in the rule book they actually include a glossary. So if you're curious what all the terms mean, you can go into that rule book and learn something for yourself. And it was very educational.
Yeah, so as far as the structure of the game goes, it is a worker placement. You are placing your little cadets out there, these cute little cadet meeples. Yeah. And you're going to do one of 2 things. You're going to train or you're going to compete. So you'll place them all there. You'll try to get a bunch of cards. Based on how early you train, you get more cards. But when you compete, you've got a chance to win. And those tiebreakers happen based on how far up in that competition you are. So it's a bit of that bluffing game. If you like to play the game where you don't know how many cards they're going to play, you don't know how high their numbers are going to be, I will join competition sometimes just to play 1 point. And it's like, I'm just going to put a 1 down, but if you want to blow 7, you can do it.
Well, what I found was really interesting is that everybody will get some sort of award. So first place and then second and third. So you will get different awards that might bump you down to different competitions or get training cards. So depending on your strategy, you might compete in something hoping to get 3rd place just because you like that 3rd place award. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. So you're competing and you're racing on those 3 tracks, on those 3 pillars. Now, West Point Academy, I asked, it is just about like how well you rank in this. You actually get a number when you graduate of like how well you did. And so this is very much like what the game is like.
So when you reveal your cards, all of them have a number that's ranking, but a couple of them have a dice symbol on it. And it gives like a little luck portion to the game. So you can throw this dice and whatever number that dice lands on, that's how much that card is worth. So it adds like a little bit of luck into it. You don't really know how you're gonna do, so you can gamble your way to see what place you make it in, which I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. And the cards are also multi-use. use. So you can use them for the competition as straight numbers. They also have like a discard me to do something else ability, which I love when the cards have the multi-use kind of capabilities because it just gives you so much more in a small hand. You'll have 3 cards, but you'll have 6 choices. Now this game is going to shine at 4 players. That's where you really want to play it. It's about the competitions, it's about the tension. So the more players that are on the board, the more that's going to happen. It can also be played at 3 and 2, but at 2 you're going to have a variant. So you're going to be changing up those rules. In a 2-player game, there's going to be competitions in every pillar, which is not necessarily going to happen in a 4-player game.
Now, as far as who is this game for, it's a gateway game, which I think is great. I would say it is for people that really are like in military, are really into really strong theme, like littered in theme, want to learn about like history and about like West Point Academy, or if you're just a family and you're looking for a fun game to play, this one is good at that and can spark a lot of conversation. Now the rulebook is pretty straightforward. I usually don't teach them when we are playing games together, but I actually did this one. I taught it to Jonathan, and the rulebook, it was very easy to understand, and I understood like how to play right away, so that was good.
Now when it comes to themes, we are big proponents that there should be a theme for like everything. If you love dinosaurs, you love pirates, you should be able to find a good dinosaur game or a good pirate game. There's plenty of war games out there, but I don't know that there are games for people who went to military academies, who went to school for this stuff. You know, I'm thinking like Cadet Kelly, that's my only experience, but you know, it's a cool, unique experience, and it deserves to be embodied in a board game.
All right, everyone, and that is our review of Academy, the West Point board game. This game is coming to Kickstarter. The link is down in the description, so make sure you go click it and check out this Kickstarter. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know whenever we put out a new video. And we'll see you next time.
Happy playing!